Hey peeps, welcome back to Niche's Plants. As some of you know, my name is Kanisha, also known as Niche, and for anyone new, welcome to my channel. So on here I do how-tos, what to do's, tours, unboxings, all sorts. So if plants are your thing, please do subscribe, share and comment because it does help my channel and I really appreciate it. So please do subscribe. So this video I'm doing unboxings, of which I've got 3 unboxings for you. Now I've got here, my neighbours picked up for me, so they've been indoors with them for a while, and then I've brought them in, kind of left them in the box just so they get to the temperature of the house. So I'm going to unbox them now for you. So the second box is from some of you will know this company, Eastern Tropicals. I've ordered from them before, various things from alocasias to caladiums to, what else have I ordered from them? Have I ordered anything from them? I don't think so, but philodendrons and others I've ordered from them. So they're one of the first companies that I used when I was getting into plants that I knew were based in the UK. So Eastern Tropicals, this is a plant that I had wanted for a little while, maybe a year and a bit. I did get one from a shop in London, but I didn't realise that they had bound the roots in the net in the pot because I couldn't see it. I just saw that, okay, it's got the soil, I was like, fine, water it once it, starts to get dry. So I did that, not realising the roots were bound and basically rotted. And I was like, why is it rotting? Only when I dug it up and I was like, oh! So hopefully this plant hasn't got its roots bound. I will check just to make sure it's not, but it's been, when did it get delivered? I want to say Wednesday, so it's about 5 days in now that it's been delivered. So let's open it up. Right, I'll show you how it's, I'll show you how it's been packaged. So you've got your airbags for protection, which is always good, and we can reuse these. And you can see it's got further padding around the actual box itself. We pull, I'm not sure which way up it goes. There we go. Oh, we've got something at the bottom of the box there. Not sure what that is. That could just be extra. Oh no, that's not extra padding. That's something else. Let's have a look. A little surprise gift. Oh, heat pack. Lovely. So you'll see if I open it up. That was the heat pack, and they wrapped it up so that the heat wasn't direct. So that's the bottom then. Lovely. How considerate. So as I said, it was in this bubble wrap, and we're going to open it. It has been stapled, so I'm just going to pull this open. It's a lot smaller than I imagined. The last one I had was in a 14 centimeter pot, about this big. This one, I'd say it's in an 8 centimeter pot, but oh look, so we've got more padding on the top to protect the leaves, this like cotton cloudy stuff again to protect the leaves, but it is really cute. And that is the Ficus elastica moonshine. Look at it. And they also taped it to this, which I love how Eastern Tropicals package their plants. Like, they're so careful with it. And look, they've secured it to this so that it doesn't move. Plus they've added enough cushioning and protecting on the top of the leaves, so even if it was upside down, it's not, just hanging. It's got that compression to stop it from falling. And the bubble wrap plus the heat pack, and I didn't have to pay extra for the heat pack, just so you know. So that's great. Now this cellophane wrap, basically, if there's any water in this, it does secure that, but also I think it somewhat holds heat just a little bit, which is always good, and it's great for wrapping. So on occasions, depending, I will reuse this, but look at it. So yeah, I will do close-ups for you. This is beautiful. This is lovely, and I would think, considering it's in the pot size that it's in, I would assume that the roots are not bound with that netting stuff. I hope not. I've not had a plant that has been with Eastern Tropicals anyway, so I wouldn't expect this one to be. And then again, they put tissue at the top so the soil doesn't fall out. Lovely. I'm gonna leave that for a little while, but yeah, it looks. I'm just digging in to see if I can see. Oh, there's this netting thing on. Why do they do that? It's so annoying. Like, leave the roots to grow. And I'd only imagine that people would bound roots so that the plant doesn't grow any bigger. But if I hadn't known from the last one that had rotted and I just left this, you continue to water your plant thinking the soil around it is getting dry. Let me water it, and then it would rot. Like, I'm gonna take it out, which usually I wouldn't unpot plants as soon as I got. Well, actually, the roots are doing okay. So you've got, this is kind of loamy soil, but I'm gonna try and show you what I'm talking. Actually, we've got a good root system here, but let me just see if I can show you what I mean. Where is it that I saw? See, look, all right, look. Can you see there? That netting. Now it looks like this, obviously, when they got it, it had the netting on it and they've cut it, but I just want to pull it all out because who wants that on roots? Literally just kills the plant because the roots can't, obviously, if you've got an area that's condensed and packed, it's going to get waterlogged and the water can't dry quick enough. While the soil around it does, you think, like I said before, that, oh, you know, it's dry, it needs watering again, and then you waterlog it again and again and again. It's just not, it's not great. So I'm glad they've cut the netting, but it's still around some of the roots. I have to kind of wean it off, which hopefully you can kind of see. I'll get the scissors. Just be careful of this root. So let me show you what this looks like. You may be able to see. Let me see if I can hold them all up. See that netting? That's what it looks like. That's what you don't want around your roots. And I can see it throughout the substrate, so I'm just going to kind of pick it out. But these roots do look pretty free, as you can see, which is good, and they're growing well. So I'm glad that not all of it has been wrapped up, because that was a little worrying when I saw that peak. But do check, even if you dig down into like a couple centimeters, just to check your roots are okay. But this, I just want to make sure there's no more. They look fairly free. The soil's somewhat damp because this soil, like I said, it's kind of loamy. It's like fluffy, but when it gets wet, it really holds the water. So again, just knowing what type of soil I have with this, I will water it sparingly and probably a little more frequent than watering it all and it being soaking for ages, because I really do not want this plant to rot. But the root system looks good. So yeah, there we go. And again, that's the plant. So I'm just going to pop this back up real quick. I think it's mixed orchid with, I'm not sure, orchid bark and something else, because it's not your normal soil. But like I said, it's a bit more loamy, a bit more soft, spongy. It very much holds on to water for an extensive period of time, which I guess why growers would use it. Means they don't have to water so frequently, but I don't think it's something you'd want to keep your plants in for a long period of time. Well, especially with watering. I just feel like it holds on to the water for too long. Now, like I said, I'll leave it in this for a little while until I put everything else, and I'll water it sparingly. So probably sparingly, but once every 7 days. That's how sparing. Just to kind of soak the top a bit till about there and let the rest dry out. But I am happy with the plant. I am happy with how Eastern Tropicals has wrapped the plant. They deliver really quickly, so literally it will be posted. I think I ordered it and it was posted within 2 days, if not the next day, depending on what time you order. It gets to you within about 3 days, if you're in the UK, that is, anyway. So let me just pour this back in. Bit of a mess, but we're doing all right. And there we go, my Ficus elastica moonshine, which is lovely. So we'll leave it there. The second plant The second plant has been a wish list plant for years. When I say years, I'm not even lying, years. So this plant I got from America. I got from Arthur from Exotica in, let me just check. I got this plant from Arthur, who owns Exotica Exporter, based in the USA, California, I believe. I follow his IG. He seems like a really lovely, cool guy. He's friendly. He works with several different growers, so he has quite rare plants. And I've been looking for this plant, like I said, for years. Saw it on his page and I was like, ah, I want it. So obviously hit him up, was like, yeah, me. He responded, he's like, yeah, cool, you got it. So I ordered it. He used DHL. It actually came to me really quickly. I was expecting maybe like 10-12 days, and due to weather out there, had a bit of delay, but that's cool because, you know, he wanted to be able to send the plant in the best condition, and I was totally happy with that. Plus I was going away, so the timing worked out really well. And when he sent it, he did all the relevant checks, sent me pictures beforehand of what the plant looked like before it was posted, and then information like the DHL information, and DHL also emailed me that information as well. So I had it twice, which is basically confirmation, which was cool, and you could track it, etc, 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 as you know, the service DHL provide. And it got to me within like, from when he sent it, what, 4 days. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna show you the plant now. Again, this, so what have I got in here? Security checks, put fragile on it. I'm gonna cover up my and his address, but basically you've got DHL Express Worldwide, and it's got the photosanitary certificate there, which I've not actually checked, but I don't think it's got anything. I'm not going to show you that because it's got his full address on it and mine as well. But basically it's the photosanitary certificate. You might be able to see the text there, which I can take out of this little sheet, the front, which also has obviously confirmation of delivery and postage that you get from DHL. With, yeah, it says shipped from, shipped to, and description, plants live or soil attached to roots, and you know, all the other information you've got, basically my receipts there. And then the photosanitary certificate, so obviously customs have already checked this, DHL have done what they do. I'm kind of guess I'm used to, a little used to DHL because I used them when I did my first import from Indonesia, which if you've not seen that video, I'll link that here. And this, yeah, so you can see it says photosanitary certificate there, and it basically lists everything from the treatment, any chemicals. Basically it's, yeah, it's got all the information that you want on there, and then the signature of the individual that sent it, and the signature and name of the authorized officer who went through the information. Okay, so let's open it. Let's open this. So like I said, this is like one of my ultimate wish list plants, because there's only, right now, considering I've got another, there's only now one other ultimate wish list plant. I had, say, 3 in total, but this is now the second one. Okay, so I've got here again photosanitary certificate inside the package. They got one outside for those that is going through customs, and this one actually details what it is, anthurium, that is bare root, 1 box, who it's coming from, who it's going to. It's got my name and details on there, additional declaration in regards to things that have happened. So that's the photosanitary certificate for my keeping, the external was for the authorities to be able to look at it and see what's what. So here, move this here, obviously we've got the foam, the peanuts. He's packed it with paper, obviously keep it warm as well, so great insulation there. As I said, you've got the peanuts there for padding because it's not sitting right at the base, which I'm assuming he's done that so that a little bit of heat retention. Obviously, we've got the heat packs in here as well, which is wrapped up in the tissue so it's not directly touching the plant and doesn't burn the plant. And then got more peanuts at the top and the bottom. I'm going to see if I can, oh, here we go. Pull it out. So we'll take out this tissue paper. Again, tissue paper, the peanuts, the paper on top is all insulation for the plant. Plus, you got the heat pack, which slowly releases heat throughout the box, and the tissue will help to consolidate or like to contain that heat, I should say. So take this tissue paper out. So there you can see the peanuts at the base of the box. So this plant wasn't actually touching the exterior of the box at any point because it had the peanuts at the base and at the top. Then it had the tissue and the tissue paper, so that, yeah, it just wasn't sitting on it. Even if the box was on a cold surface, the plant wasn't directly sitting on a cold surface. But Also to add, you can see the plant is wrapped in this silver, which looks a bit like bubble wrap, which I'll show you closely because I've not received a package like this before. So you can see it's like silver bubble wrap, but I guess it's aluminium bubble wrap. So again, it contains the heat. So any heat on it would penetrate, contain the heat in the inside. And obviously you just done that for travel purposes. So very appreciative of how Arthur at Exotica Exporter has wrapped my plants. Thank you very much. Box does feel a little cool, but it's all right. Oh, this is sealed, and that says RO3. That was the number that you've given my plant. So when I said to him, oh, I'd like this plant, we confirmed the number so to make sure we're talking about the same plant. So that's, oh, it's like a little package box because it's got sticky edge that you seal it, and then this is really good. And then, all right, here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? Plant was obviously watered, you can see here, so it didn't dry out. And again, we've got the kind of cloud fluffy tissue to protect the leaves. Okay, are you oh my gosh. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Look, you guys can tell it's an anthurium, right? Like, it's an anthurium. So if we move, oh my gosh, I'm gonna move. All right, we've got 4 leaves. Here we go. And guess what it is? Can you see the back? Like, look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the back. Can you guess what it is? It is. Oh, let me get up and close. It is an anthurium red crystallinum. I know some people say red crystallinum, but look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. And even the back of the leaf, gorgeous. Do you know what? I've wanted this plant for so long. Like, this is one of my ultimate wish list plants, and it's great. It's in really good condition. Obviously the roots are in there. I can see the roots look good. We will open up and check. Got a bit of roots there. Oh, it's so lovely. So lovely. Thank you, Arthur. I'm going to show you guys up close. So the back of the first. So this was the first leaf. First leaf, you can see that's it there. This is the second leaf, which you can see a light pink, and then the pink sinus at the top that you can see. Can you see the light pink running throughout the veins? And then you've got the third leaf here. Again, you can see the pink a little bit more, especially at the sinus, and then it's running down throughout the veins. The back is just the light green. And then this leaf, which is the newest, look at this. Look at that. You can see the red throughout the whole of the leaf, and that sinus is so much stronger. Look at it. It's gorgeous. On here, it's not coming up as pink as it actually is, but even where the shimmer, what looks like maybe silver to you, it's more like it's got a hue of pink to it. So it's like a hue pinky silver. And it's lovely. And the leaves, like this section here, is more of a pinky bronze, but it's lovely. Oh, look at it. Like, look at it. Gorgeous. And then the underside of the leaf, again, it's more of a pinky hue. On here it looks almost white cream, but it's more of a pink, almost dark pink hue along the area. And then obviously you've got the red veins, so it nearly matches the red veins. But it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then in here, So you've got, which you can see here, I think that might be an old one, but you've got a root there, and obviously the next leaf will come up here, but we'll open it up so that we can see. But look at, oh, you can see it more there. So gorgeous. See, you can see that pink hue, so lovely. I'm beyond happy. All right, so let's open up this and look at the roots. So how do we start here? Chop it off. And then just open this up. And we've got it in moss. And just, don't worry, I trust myself. And then you can see it's in moss. The moss is wet, which is cool. I'll just cut a little bit more. Just make sure we've only got the bag. And here we go. So, oh yeah, look, the roots are great. Look at that. Arthur, thank you very much. These roots are lovely. And you can see we've got nice other thick roots coming through here. Really good. Another roots forming there. Yeah, look. All the way down we've got good roots. Really good roots. This one's obviously found its way to the top, but we can just wrap that around. But yeah, we did have a leaf there, but I'm assuming something wasn't, you know, amazing about it, so he's chopped it off. But it's all good. It would have been another small leaf, considering that's the first, second, that would have been the third. So it might have been about this size or smaller, but that's fine. Oh, I love this. Great roots, beautiful, beautiful plant. Yeah, so great. Okay, I'll put this back in the plastic bag. Oh, root gone, but never mind. Put it back in the plastic bag. I'm just going to leave it like this for a while, just so it can somewhat acclimatize. Now I do plan on putting this in my greenhouse cabinet. I'm just gonna tape it back like that, so they're all good. I'm going to put this in my greenhouse cabinet. Now I think for the time being, it's been traveling, so it's been in okay temperatures, but it's not been in high humidity and higher temperatures. So I'm just gonna tape this back just so it's like that. So yeah, so what am I going to do now? With the crystallinum, I'm going to place it in my bedroom because generally my living room and hallway, kitchen are colder areas in my house. My bedroom is usually the warmest room, plus it's southeast facing, so it gets a good amount of sun in the morning and throughout the day. So the room again is generally warmer. So I'm going to put it in there, probably the side of my bed, because it's medium bright or medium light, I would say. And then slowly move it close to the position that it's going to be in, just so it can adapt to the light and I don't put it straight in and it's shocked. And the temperature is the same. Plus in the day, because I have the heater on, the temperature in the room does increase, which then reflects what would be in the cabinet, and then I'll move it into the cabinet. So I'll probably do that over the next week and a half. So I'm actually so happy. Like, I never thought I would get this, because I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to like just go somewhere really wild to find one and pay a ridiculous price. It was well priced. And then obviously my moonshine, I'm so happy to have. The variegation on this I really like, because again you've got perfect the sectorial variegation here, which is darker. Here it's more splattered, then here you've got sectorial again, so it's really lovely. This plant is good for, you can have it in living rooms. It's a ficus, so it can pretty much go anywhere. For now I will keep it in my room as well, temperatures slightly warmer, until I decide exactly where it's going. And I'll probably put it alongside the edge education. I'll put it alongside the alocasias because they get medium to bright light, but they also get the light from the grow lights. So if you've got either one of these plants, do let me know how they're doing in your care, what your conditions are in regards to temperature, light, positioning, if they're by the window, away from the window, etc, etc. Because I always think it's good to share information and help each other out. So thank you for watching my unboxing and being here with me today. If you've got any questions, comments, do put them in the comments below. Please do like, subscribe and share because it does help me with this YouTube world and I much appreciate it. So for now, dare to dream, live to grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.